Hi guys, it's me again. So far it has been 25 weeks since I've applied to this day. And I figured now that it's definite and I've been accepted and we're going, it might be an alright idea to start a countdown to accompany our count up, and so that'll hide somewhere up the top here. Today I think we have 11 weeks and 3 days, I think I worked it out, and that is to my departure from Australia to America. So that'll just sit up in the corner somewhere just to let you guys know how many videos and how many weeks and days and what have you that we have left until it's time. This week's video I thought could just be a little about me kind of video, because since I've been accepted I haven't really talked about myself very much. I know I can't really go 5 minutes without talking about myself in real life. I did do a Disney tag a while ago, but that's just all Disney related questions, so if you want to go watch that I'll link it somewhere. But this is just going to be more about me and my background, and there will be a little bit of Disney at the end. So the questions that I'm going to be answering today are all based off a modified roommate survey. So basically I'm just taking a couple of the questions out that I don't really feel would be very interesting to say in a video. My actual roommate survey that I filled in I will link to, it's on my blog. And the empty roommate survey that my friend Beck put together, I'll link that down there as well so that you can go look at that and maybe use that one yourself. To start off with, my name is Lily. Hi, my full name is actually Elizabeth May Holtz. I was named after my great grandmother. Her name was May Elizabeth, so they just did the old switcheroo there. My birthday is the 3rd of October 1993. I turned 21 like 2 weeks ago. Go me. I am from Melbourne, Australia. I study an advanced diploma of professional screenwriting at RMIT, which for people who don't know what screenwriting means, which is a lot of people, I basically learn how to write film and television. That one is just an advanced diploma, so I don't have a major as such, but my chosen field is probably going to be either children's film, children's television, or game development. I am currently single and have been for maybe over a year now, which I'm kind of glad about, because there are a few people talking about how their significant others are not very supportive of them going on the program, and that would suck. I don't have any medical conditions, but I am allergic to seafood, pineapple, and some kind of preservative that they put in sausages. Which is weird and sad, because sausages smell really good. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one sibling. His name is Patrick. He is younger than me. He is, I think, 17 at the moment, and he's turning 18 in March. Do you have any fears or phobias? Yes, I really, really do. I am utterly terrified of spiders. And not just like a little bit terrified, like actually to the point where it is classified as a phobia, because a phobia is defined as an irrational fear that affects your day-to-day life, and my fear of spiders affects my day-to-day life. Let's just say it's at the point where I should probably seek psychological help, but I don't want to, because I know that that means that I'll have to be exposed to spiders, and that's not what I want. I don't want to sit in a room full of spiders. Thank you very much. No, thank you. The last general question we have is, have you ever lived out of home before? And no, I haven't. A little bit about my program details. Our check-in date is the 13th of January 2015. I'm actually arriving in the States on the 5th because me and my mama are going to spend a week going to all of the parks and sorting out stuff like, phones and beds and blah 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 blah. My role is merchandise. Are you planning to extend? Yes. Yes. Obviously I'm gonna have to get there, and I'm gonna have to do the program for a couple of months before they put out the extension applications, but I really am hoping to apply and get accepted to extend. I just really think that only doing 6 months, you'll miss so much about, well, the American calendar year. You miss Thanksgiving, you miss Christmas, you miss Halloween, you miss all kinds of things that would be amazing to experience over there, especially in the Disney parks, because Mickey's not so scary, and I've already picked out my outfits, and I really, really, really want to be able to stay for the extra 6 months and experience the whole thing. Do you party, and how often? I do not. I'm just not a big partier. I find myself really awkward in social situations. Someone said to me the other day, have you ever been to a club? And I said, yeah, I have, but I didn't like it because I was never sure where to put my hands. Do you put them up here? Do you put them down here? But then there's people everywhere and you're touching butts. It's just so uncomfortable. Do you smoke? No. Do you drink? No! I did for a while. I did drink a little bit, but then I found out that my body really, really doesn't like it. Can you cook? A tiny bit. A tiny, tiny little bit. I have a few go-to recipes that I can do, but outside of that, not really. And whenever I experiment, it's like when you mix paints together and you always end up with that weird, gross, kind of greenish brown colour. Whenever I cook and try to actually experiment and make something new, it always ends up kind of tasting the same. Are you a night person or a morning person? I am definitely a night person. I stay up very, very late, and whenever I am doing anything creative, my brain only starts to actually, work properly in terms of, being imaginative after about 2 o'clock in the morning. It just turns on and all of a sudden the ideas are flowing and there's rainbows coming out of my ears, and it's a wonderful thing to see. What do you like to do on your weekends or days off? Here in Melbourne there's not really that much to do, especially if you're out of the CBD, like if you're down in the eastern suburbs or the western suburbs or the northern suburbs, or I guess the southern suburbs is the sea. There's probably some interesting things to do in the sea, but I really like watching movies, watching YouTube videos, just that kind of stuff. But when I'm in Florida and there's that huge selection of things you can do, I'll probably spend a lot of my time in the parks, getting to know the parks, doing other stuff, shopping probably. Do you work out a lot? No. No. Are you outgoing or quiet? I would say that in recent years, definitely, I've tried to be more outgoing, even if it's a little bit fake at first. I know that sounds weird, but I'm definitely really shy when I'm first meeting people, and I don't really like that about myself, so I try my best to go up to people and say hi and, interact with people. And then when I work out that that person doesn't think I'm insane, I start to become more naturally outgoing, and yeah, I'm also a very loud person because my mother is half deaf at the moment, so I speak quite loudly without realizing. So I often sound more outgoing than I am. Your favorite thing to do? I don't know, my favorite thing to do at the moment, which sounds weird, is actually writing. I've got maybe like 6 or 7 projects on the go, and I kind of just switch between them depending on what I feel like, and it's just a really nice way to get everything that's in my head, out of my head, onto the page, and it feels really good once you're actually done. And then my second favorite thing is definitely watching movies. Favorite music? I don't really listen to a lot of like normal radio music. I have a few bands and artists that I discovered when I was in high school, and I just keep going back to them. 2 Hours Traffic and Winter Sleep are my favorite. Other than that, I do listen to a lot of Disney music. I'm really obsessed with musical soundtracks at the moment, so I love listening to the Newsies soundtrack at the moment. I'm really big fan of Phantom and Chess and Wicked, Les Mis, West Side Story, all that kind of stuff, and also like other movie soundtracks like Cats Don't Dance. I really like Cats Don't Dance and Anastasia, and other stuff like that. At the moment, my top 3 favourite TV shows are X-Files, Veronica Mars, and Gravity Falls. Favourite movies! A lot of my favourite movies I like because they're bad, so please don't judge me for having poor taste. They're just, they're so bad, but they're so good. So my favourite movies at the moment are Newsies, Rock and Roll, The Mummy, While You Were Sleeping, The Lego Movie, Back to the Future, and Clue. Favourite food is probably, I can't decide between pasta and dumplings because dumplings are just so good, but pasta you can have with anything. It's like the eternal struggle. Favourite candy is sour cola bottles, specifically sour. They have to be the really soft ones that are rolled in sugar, and I can't find them anywhere anymore, and it makes me really, really upset. Favourite drink? My favourite cold drink is Coca-Cola. Good old, simple and plain Coca-Cola. My favourite hot drink is Earl Grey tea. My favourite colour is either blue or grey. I don't know. I wear a lot of grey, but I like blue. My Disney favourites. I told you Disney would come back at the end. Favourite character. My favourite Disney character is probably Bernard from The Rescuers. Favourite princess, which I answered in my Disney tag video, is Ariel or Aurora. I just love them both. I can't choose. Favourite Disney movie. I honestly can't pick between 101 Dalmatians, Wreck-It Ralph, and The Rescuers. Favourite park. Because I haven't been to Walt Disney World before, I can't really choose a favourite park. My favourite park at Disneyland from when I went last year was good old Maine old Disneyland. Favourite ride? At Disneyland, my favourite ride was the Matterhorn bobsleds, and at California Adventure, my favourite ride was the Grizzly River Run. Neither of those rides are at Walt Disney World, so I can't really predict what my favourite ride is going to be, but I'm really, really excited about Haunted Mansion, Tower of Terror, Expedition Everest, and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train rides. So I've seen a lot of videos of like people riding them, and I predict that my favourite ride will be probably one of those 4, but obviously because I haven't been on them, I can't tell you which. I do know that there is a kind of a similar ride to Grizzly River Run called Kali River Rapids. That'll probably be a ride I enjoy just because it's quite similar to Grizzly River Run. That's it from me. Next week is my friend Jenna's birthday, and she is also having a Disney party. So we will probably have some footage from that. So I will see you guys next week. Bye!